Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, round whatever we're on, okay? The Twitter wars, I'm entertained, but these are just random thoughts. Whoever violated HIPAA to give Cardi B that information, they're coming for you. Oh my God. What a nasty lowdown thing to say to someone, and I think that it was warranted. Cardi and Nicki both go to hell with each other, and Cardi just took it lower and lower and lower and lower.
Cardi B just crossed a line that might never be forgiven. The internet is exploding after Cardi made shocking claims about Nicki Minaj's son, saying he's special ed. That's not just shade, that's a low blow. Fans are saying after this, there's no way Nicki and Cardi can ever make peace again. With her new album dropping, Cardi's been coming for Nicki's crown hard, throwing subliminals, mocking her status, and even bragging she'd outsell the queen of rap herself. She was loud and confident until the sales numbers came out. Once the chart spoke, Cardi suddenly went dead silent, and Nicki wasted no time taking her victory lap. She clapped back with pure venom, dropping bars aimed right at Cardi's failed attempt to take her throne. But instead of cooling off, Cardi doubled down. She went straight for blood, bringing Nicki's family and son into the mix.
And there is an album, so you talking about no album with it? What? Y'all don't even want me to drop that album because y'all gonna be fucking crying. Because I'm going to outsell. I'm going to have hits. I'm going to be on top. That's a fact.
People couldn't believe it. Cardi even claimed she's got receipts to prove every word, but fans are calling cap. The things she said about Little Papa Bear were so wild that even longtime supporters started saying Cardi crossed every line possible. Now everyone's asking, what exactly did Cardi say that has social media on fire? And more importantly, is there any truth to these claims, or is this just another desperate attempt to stay relevant while Nicki reigns supreme? Let's break down exactly what went down, because this feud just got way uglier.
That rapper and her sister been sneaking dissing Nicki and her son over a year. It's tweets out there, them saying, Papa Bear, oh, Lisa, her kids know their ABCs. What that mean? Oh, my kid's so smart. Just saying little sneak slick stuff when Nicki posts her child and things like that. Nicki pay it does, because it ain't directed, it ain't respected.
Cardi B's new album has the whole internet in chaos right now. Ever since it dropped, drama's been following it like a shadow. Every post, every interview, every snippet has fans talking nonstop. Cardi went all in with this rollout. Different versions of the album, exclusive bundles, even re-adding tracks from back in 2019 just to stack those numbers up. She wanted this project to be a massive comeback, and for a while, it looked like it was working. When the first week numbers hit, the headlines went wild. 200,000 units sold, with 88,000 pure sales. That's huge. Those numbers crushed what most new female rappers could ever dream of right now. People were calling it a major win, saying the old Cardi energy was finally back. The rollout, the visuals, the interviews, everything screamed, I'm still that girl. But behind all that glitz, something felt off.
And just like that, Cardi showed us why she is the drama, but the drama will not make any sales.
Despite the hype, the sales, and the loud celebration online, insiders started whispering that Cardi and her team weren't exactly thrilled. Why? Because their real mission wasn't just to sell, it was to dethrone Nicki Minaj once and for all. And even with those impressive numbers, they didn't hit that goal. Cardi B wasn't just trying to drop a hit album, she was aiming to snatch the throne from Nicki Minaj herself. Her whole mission was to dethrone Pink Friday 2 and take the crown as the best-selling female rap album of this era. And she wasn't shy about it either. Cardi was out here on Twitter Spaces talking big talk, saying fans of other rappers better start praying her album doesn't drop, because she was about to outsell everyone's fave.
They squeezed that lemon dry for that. They bled that. I mean, she even rolled out her pregnant.
When those early projections came out, Cardi's confidence was sky high. She told her fans, don't listen to them. Y'all trust. They'll cry the loudest next week. We're doing so amazing. I'm so proud of y'all. Keep buying, keep streaming. We got this. She sounded unstoppable. Her team was hyping her up nonstop. The media was already celebrating her as the new queen, and her fan base was ready to pop bottles like the war was already won. But then Sunday hit, Ina, and everything changed. Once the official numbers dropped, things went eerily quiet. Cardi's whole camp went radio silent. No posts, no celebrations, not even a tweet. The same people who were shouting victory all week suddenly disappeared. And that's when Nicki Minaj made her move. Out of nowhere, the queen got active. reposting her record-breaking stats from Pink Friday 2, reminding everyone exactly who still runs the game. Nicki Minaj didn't just take her win, she rubbed it in. She was living for every second of it, reposting stats and throwing subtle shade like a queen who knew she still ruled the empire. But Cardi wasn't here for it. Not one bit. She snapped back instantly, posting, "You must have missed me, hun. Crazy. Now kiss my feet."
And you black girls that continuously support that, when these girls continuously show you that they not really for you like that for real, they on record dissing black women. Time after time, calling us monkeys and roaches. Like, come on now. Like, y'all really keep defending that?
Nothing more annoying than a bored bee. That line alone sent the internet into chaos. Nicki, of course, wasn't about to let that slide. She fired back with a tweet that had fans screaming, "To every enabler, never provoke a writer while they're writing you. Join the game as a willing participant. Don't try to back out now," and she didn't stop there. She even took a jab at Cardi's album price, calling out that $4.99 tag, hinting that Cardi was buying her own success. The tension between them was heating up fast, and it was only a matter of time before things exploded. Cardi clapped right back with another scorcher. "The power I have makes these bees come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room, that one hit deep." And it definitely struck a nerve, because after that, Nicki stopped playing nice. The playful shade turned into all-out warfare. The tweets got nastier, the subs got darker, and fans on both sides went wild watching these two queens drag each other by the edges like never before.
And when we discussing this tomorrow, let's all make one thing very fucking clear. Nicki brought up kids first. Let's make that very fucking clear, because I know how some of y'all like to rewrite history. And I'm not even saying that Cardi shouldn't have took it to the pits of hell, because I don't believe in talking about kids. But let's be very clear, Nicki talked about that girl culture first. And that's sick.
Nicki Minaj wasn't holding back anymore. She went straight for Cardi's bars. She started clowning one of Cardi's tracks, Magnet, calling out the nursery rhyme flow that had everyone side-eyeing. Nicki hit the internet with a brutal freestyle-style diss that had fans gasping, "ABCDEFG, surgery to look like me, tell the rat and tell Jay-Z, Rico, fraud and perjury, ABCDEFG, rap like Barney, still ugly, ABCDEFG, falling off the charts with a big belly, running trains barefoot, still smelly, still, you couldn't outsell me." That verse hit like a grenade online, savage, sharp, and clearly aimed right at Cardi's neck. But instead of backing down, Cardi decided to take it somewhere nobody expected, straight to Nicki's family. Her response had everyone's jaws on the floor. Cardi clapped back with her own twisted remix, posting, "ABCDEFG, your man had to snatch a CP, tastes like honeycomb, your brew be touching 12-year-olds. Yikes! This beef went from petty to downright brutal." Cardi B posted a photo of Nicki's brother wearing a pink wig, a clear jab meant to humiliate. Nicki fired right back, flooding social media with memes. One showing Jay-Z in a pink wig, and another mocking Cardi herself, dressed up like Barney. It was full-on digital warfare. But Nicki wasn't done yet. She came back swinging again, doubling down with another cold line. Raw dogging, pregnant for the 4th baby, Barney. BV, HPV. Allegedly, the internet went crazy. Fans were screaming that both women had officially crossed every line possible. It wasn't just shade anymore. It was chaos. Insult after insult, dragging everything from looks to health to motherhood into the fight. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get uglier, Cardi took it 6 feet deeper. She fired back with one of the most shocking tweets yet. All right, now this is the 3rd tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce for more than perks. Scrambling your eggs, not allegedly. Lord, protect my babies. That post hit like a bomb. People couldn't believe Cardi actually said that, attacking Nicki's ability to have kids. It was raw, personal, and vicious. And that's when Nicki crossed the ultimate line. Because instead of cooling off, she went for something that's always been off limits. She decided to drag the children into it. Nicki took things to a dark place when she fired shots at Cardi's daughter, Culture, calling her a vulture and tossing out cruel comments about both her and Cardi's sister. She didn't stop there. She twisted the knife by saying Cardi should stay away from nose candy, especially while pregnant. Fans were already shocked. calling it one of the lowest blows Nicki's ever thrown in a public feud. But what happened next? It made the whole internet freeze. Cardi didn't just clap back. She torched everything in sight. She went completely off the rails and took it straight to the kids. Her response was pure chaos, and people couldn't believe what they were reading. Cardi tweeted, "Girl, it's your son's birthday. Why are you on Twitter writing essays about me? For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese. Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't talk and gotta sit in special ed because your mom couldn't put down the drugs. I'm sorry your mom's not paying attention to you on your birthday because she's too obsessed. Dark-spirited hoe. I'm so sorry, baby." Cardi wasn't backing down. She was furious and firing off like never before. Her next post had everyone stunned, wondering how things got this dark. She went off, typing with pure rage, saying, "You said F vulture? What? B to F. That slow son that came out of your pee. You was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant. Look at your karma. Look at what your rotten pee produced now. He a whole 5-year-old tippy-toeing around the house and can't spell his name. B, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful, and you know that." The internet went silent for a second. Nobody could believe Cardi had just said that out loud. But she kept going, dragging Nicki's parenting and even her son's condition. Your hate is so deep, dark, and nasty because your son's nonverbal because you messed him up with them drugs. You jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. B, stay where you at. Stop talking. After that explosive rant, the internet completely flipped on Cardi. People who were once defending her started saying she went way too far. Now everyone's demanding proof. They're calling her out, saying, "If you're gonna say something that serious about Papa Bear, you better have receipts." The backlash was instant and brutal. See, for a while, there've been quiet whispers online, rumors about Nicki's son, with people claiming they've never heard him talk or seen recent clips of him speaking. Some even mentioned he's still being bottle-fed at 5 years old, and those rumors have been circling for months without any real proof. But Cardi took those whispers and turned them into a public accusation in front of millions, and that's where everything changed. Saying Papa Bear might have special needs wasn't just low. It was vile. Fans said Cardi didn't just cross a line. She jumped over it and buried it 6 feet deep. What was supposed to be a rap rivalry spiraled into pure chaos. And after that tweet, people were saying Cardi officially took things all the way to the pits of hell. At this point, the internet's in total outrage. Fans everywhere are calling out Cardi for going after Nicki's son like that, saying there's no excuse, no reason, and no defending it. But then others started pointing out that Nicki wasn't innocent either, because she's the one who first brought up Culture, Cardi's daughter, throwing shade as payback for the things Cardi once said about Black women. So now both sides are under fire, and everyone's asking the same thing: when does it stop? The truth is, both of these women crossed the line. The kids never should have been dragged into this mess, and even die-hard fans are saying the same thing. Enough is enough. This beef stopped being about music a long time ago. It's pure toxicity now, and both of them look bad. The energy that once built their careers has turned ugly, and the internet can't take much more of it. People online are saying disparaging children to make a point in an adult argument is disgusting. Period. What started as a competition for the title of Queen of Rap has turned into a public meltdown that's hard to watch. And the wildest part? After all that chaos, all the promo, and all the drama, Cardi still couldn't beat Nicki's numbers. Fans are saying she went state to state, train to train, sidewalk to sidewalk, pushing her album, and still couldn't outsell one that was barely promoted and boosted by AI city streams. At this point, it's clear, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj have both gone way too far. There's throwing shade, and then there's crossing a moral line, and dragging kids into grown folks' beef. That's a whole different level of wrong. It doesn't even matter who fired the first shot anymore. Once the children got involved, the entire feud hit rock bottom. So what do you think? Was Cardi out of line for mentioning Papa Bear and making those claims about him allegedly being special needs? Or are both of them equally guilty for letting their anger get this toxic and bringing their families into the fire? Because at this point, nobody's winning, just losing respect. Drop your thoughts below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another celebrity breakdown like this. Turn that notification bell on because you already know we've got more wild stories coming your way. See you in the next one.